Hello all the crazy people out there, my name is Dragonite, welcome back to Pokemon Ultra Moon. I can't use this as a ramp to get up on that roof, can I? No, it doesn't look like it. There was a sticker on there, but it did occur to me just now that it kind of looks like a ramp too, so worth a try. Anyway, so we have fought our way through Po Town, fought a bunch of Team Skullgrunts, laughed at them a lot, asked if we could join them, because honestly I would like nothing better than to spend more time around these lunatics. And today we're going to be advancing through here and probably fighting Guzma. Alright, yeah, well, we're going to go in there. You guys are just blustering and you don't have, really much of substance to say. Guzma, the heated boss who beats you down and never lets up. Yeah, big bad Guzma's here. I do like reading that out loud. That's a fun line to deliver. I don't really get you, kid, but at least this is a change of pace. It's not every day someone comes straight to me for a beating. I'm here for the Pokemon. Oh, young Goose, how sweet of you to help out a sad little girl. Shh. And you came all the way here just for that, huh? Can't you just watch out for your own Pokemon instead of other people's business? You're one messed up kid. You want to know what I do when some machine messes up? The first thing I do is give it a nice hard smack. Percussive maintenance, as it's known in the industry. I mean, most of the time I smash it to pieces, but hey, what can you do? Now let's see if I can fix you. Alright, so we're gonna fight Guzma. And Guzma is going to... Let's see, you're the bug type guy, right? I think you're the bug type guy. You are going to look very angsty about the whole situation. And you're gonna send out Golisopod. Alright, water bug, right? The evolved form of that Wimpod thing. Let's see. What do I want to do? I can say I have Rock Slide. I feel like what I really want to do is put Skarmory out front and set up some spikes and just, like, agitate you a little bit, right? Force you to switch over spikes. So let's go and bring in Bird Brain. And Bird Brain is going to take a first impression, and that's not going to do anything. Bird Brain is going to go set up some spikes, and let's see how long... I can get away with doing this before you just actually start to do damage to me. Razor Shell. That is a decent physical attack, which is going to lower my defense. I can take another one, I think. We'll see how many layers of spikes I can get out. Razor Shell is going to miss. Okay. Do I want to go for a third layer of spikes? Let's go for a third layer of spikes. A third Razor Shell is going to... Okay, that was enough. I guess my defense did drop, so... without the defense drop, I definitely would have lived. With it, who knows. As far as the rest of my team goes, who has the... You have the Eviolite? You have the Eviolite. Alright. You don't have a... Actually, you do have a super effective move, don't you, in Rock Slide? So that's an option. You have no moves that are really good. You have Dragon Rage, and I mean, episode 40 is still using Dragon Rage. I can paralyze you at least, so we're gonna paralyze you. And then we'll, let's see, we'll slow you down like this. Oh, faster than you. That's neat. We'll slow you down with the paralysis, and then you're gonna use Razor Shell again. Which is a resisted hit, that's not going to do much. And how much is Dragon Rage going to do? I've got one Extreme Speed left. I could set up Dragon Dances. Alright, we're going to avoid that one. I could set up Dragon Dances, restore my power points on Extreme Speed, and just do like a lot of damage like that. Sucker Punch did more damage than Razor Shell did. Okay, that's going to trigger your emergency exit. Yes, that's right. That's going to force you to switch in over the spikes again. And you are a flying type, so you are immune to the spikes. So, not great. We'll paralyze you too while we're here. You're gonna be faster. You're gonna use Air Slash. That's gonna be it for me. That did not work out quite the way I wanted. That's fine, I guess. Who do I... Alright, you are 4 times... No, you are 2 times weak to flying, so we're not gonna bring you in. Pico's a fire type, should be fine. I don't remember if Masquerain knows any water type moves. Scald, maybe. Water Pulse, maybe. Fire Fang is gonna do a lot of damage to you. Bug Buzz is apparently your best move. Alright, that was exactly half. 72 out of 144. That was exactly half. And fortunately, we don't need to find out if I'll survive another one, because you're just gonna go down. Pico is almost going to grow another level. Golisopod is gonna almost be taken out by spikes, but not quite. And if I could just, like, go faster than you and use a leech life, get some of that back. Alright, very good. I'm gonna get 7 HP back from that. And Golisopod is going down. So Pico is going to grow a level out of that, and from that I'm going to gain a couple more HP. 3 more HP just from the level up. Foos is going to gain some experience, and Pinsir is up next. Alright, so Pinsir is going to take damage from spikes, so at least we got that. Your Mold Breaker is going to mean that if someone has Levitate, they can still be hit by ground-type moves, but I don't really have any move that'll, as far as I know, be affected by that. Storm Throw. Oh, that's a super effective hit, isn't it? Alright, that barely survived. We're going to use another Fire Fang, and Pinsir is going down. Good game, Guzma. Alright, Pico pulled a lot of weight there. Bird Brain pulled a lot of weight there. Unfortunately, not getting any experience from that fight. Due to having been, like, KO'd in the middle of it. But definitely a contributor to team's overall well-being all the same. What is wrong with you? Yo, give back the Pokemon to the kid, now. What are you, like, standing on, by the way? Like, I have no idea. It looks like you were set up to, like, paint a picture or something like that, and then something just, like, exploded. Like, I have no idea what's going on in this room. Alright, so you're gonna scamper. Guzma, I'm gonna beat you down one of these days, no matter whose help I need to do it. Alright, keep telling yourself that, buddy. So, what is this, by the way? That is a shiny. That is a Buginium Z. Do I want to give that to someone? I don't really want to give that to someone. I don't really like Z moves. I haven't been using many of them in this game, and I've been fine. Maybe when people fully evolve and I can put the Eviolite away, I'll put Z moves on someone, but until then, eh. So, let's see. Can I use the escape rope in here? Or will it just teleport me back to this? Actually, you know what? I can fly from here, can't I? This counts as an outdoor map. I cannot fly from here? Really? Fine. Just run out the front door then. And where do we gotta go? I think we gotta return the stolen Pokemon, so that'll be, what's it? The Ether House? The Aether House? I don't know how we want to pronounce the AE in this context. I haven't heard the anime say it or anything. So you are... Have I got you to thank for this? Oh, did the young goose just, like, run away on its own? That's neat. Thing must have been scared half to death if it's glad to see a wretch like me. What a lot of hassle. A trial goer, huh? Figures. Look, I'm not gonna fight someone who's taking on Team Skull. I'll heal your Pokemon up, so... Go. Just go. Though, looking around now, seems that there's fewer Team Skull folks around today than usual, huh? I guess some of them might have run off after seeing their boss get beat. Uncle Nanu! And here comes the little noise again. Hey, I'm sorry. You must have been scared too, huh? Thanks, Drago, really. You're really something. Uncle, you're a great police officer, aren't you? I really hope you're keeping an eye on things here. What else do you stay here for if you're not putting a stop to Team Skull shenanigans? The rent's real cheap. No one else is crazy enough to try to stay this close to Team Skull after all. That's what you say, but if it's really all for the Pokemon, isn't it? You could depend on the Aether Foundation to look after the Pokemon that Team Skull hurts, but you stay here to look out for them, huh? Come on, young goose, let's get you back to the Aether House. Alright, so you're gonna go in that direction, and I guess I'm gonna go in that direction too. I'll come back to see you again soon, Uncle. No one's asking you to. Then come by the Aether House when you're done, Alola! Pokemon tucked up beside the Pokeballs, Team Skull locked up in their little town. I wonder if either enjoys the experience. Alright, so I assume that's why we couldn't fly from up there, because the game wanted me to see this. So I'm gonna go and actually fly away now. And... Alright, the flag looks like it is indeed on the Aether House, so we'll go there next, I guess. Let me see. Is there anything else I really need to do? So I was thinking... Loke is now level 40, right? And I'm thinking that this might be as good a time as any to go and evolve. There's no reason for me to go heal, right? This might be as good a time as any to go evolve into our final form of a Kingdra and pick up our first 3-part Word of Power Dragon Shout in this game. But I think first I'm gonna go and come over this way, and we can, I guess, round off the Ether House plot line, side quest, whatever. It's not a side quest because it's part of the main quest, but whatever's going on here, if Lily is, I don't know, standing watch or something like that. We're home! We brought Young Goose with us too! What's going on in here? Drago, I'm sorry. I can't even make myself smile right now. But why? What happened? Miss Lily, she's gone. You people. That's what my grandmother likes to call me and my siblings. Not gonna disappear this time, huh? Seems like maybe the tall tales we heard about you were wrong. That was different. Nebby and I were both in trouble. That was the only reason why it used its power, so we could both escape with our lives. I know that I'm not capable of much myself, but I will not make it use that power again. I'm determined not to let that happen. That's why this time I'll do whatever I can on my own, even if I find myself in trouble again. Yo, girl, you know you're in trouble now, right, dumb, spoiled little princess? Leave her be. I like a girl who's not afraid to stand up for herself. And besides, I don't know about calling someone a Pokemon thief just because she wanted to help out a Pokemon when it was suffering. Please, there's no need to hurt anyone else around here. I'll go with you willingly. Whatever you want. That Plumeria lady came back as soon as Acerola had left. What? I'm supposed to be a trainer. I got all these Pokemon with me, but when it came down to it, Lily had to protect me. Lily, who's not even a trainer to begin with. Did I hear that right? It was Lily who took Cosmog? You know who Lily is? I couldn't protect them. And what was the point of me even leaving home in the first place? I can't stand this useless feeling. I'll blow it away with everything I've got. Or are we gonna fight you now? Alright, that's fine. So, two boss fights for the price of one, I guess. I don't know why, by the way, you're taking this out on me when it's clearly someone else you should be mad at, but anyway. Team Skull Gladion. You're gonna start with a Golbat. Golbat, I think, can do exactly nothing to a Bird Brain, so I think I'll just take this opportunity. Oh, I'm not leading right with Bird Brain. I think I'll just take this opportunity to go and switch into Bird Brain, and Bird Brain can just toss up as many layers of spikes as he wants. Because flying poison, completely immune to poison, resist flying type attacks pretty good, especially ones on the physical side. I feel like I could deal with sit here and take these all day if I really had to. So you look like you're still like raging at me for not taking more damage from that. I'm gonna toss out some spikes. That's one layer. And I guess if I really wanted to mess with you, I could use Roar and do the pseudo hazing thing where I just sweep your team in and out over the spikes. But this is gonna be 2. Or was that 3? I think that was 2. PP check. I have 18 PP left, so this is gonna be 3. Alright, so Acrobatics, once again, is going to go and do not very much damage to Bird Brain. Bird Brain is going to use Spikes, and I can... Fly is 90 power plus Stab is 135. Payback is 50 power plus going second is 100. Fly is going to outdamage Payback here. Can I take 1 more of these or 2 more of these? I can take 2 more of these, and as long as Fly does more than half, we should be good here. And we're just going to plow into the ground at full speed. Alright, so that did not do as much damage as I really wanted it to. Who next in that case? Don Lahas has a rock type move, which is super effective. And also the Eviolite, which isn't nothing. So, should I switch in Gon? I guess I will. Alright, we're going to go and bring in Vibrava over here. And... let's see how much damage Acrobatics does. How many PP does Acrobatics have? I think it's 10. Alright, that was just barely more than half. Not loving this. Didn't get lucky? Alright, goodbye. So, instead of dealing with you, Foos maybe? I don't think Foos is going to be able to stand up to one of these. We'll try it. I just want to see. if all else fails, I could just bring in Pico, and Pico is just gonna like stand there and take hits and not really care. But you're gonna use acrobatics. Foos does have some decently high physical. 1 HP. Oh hell yeah! All right, we're doing this. Nope, never mind. We are not doing this. All right, get out of there. Nice try, Pico. You're gonna be the one who does this then. So we're gonna go and switch out, and by the end of this this one encounter, my entire team is gonna get experience. Acrobatics again. That's not gonna do very much at all. All right, so let's just go and use a Fire Fang here. Venoshock. I assume you're out of power points on acrobatics, because acrobatics did do more damage than that. So Golbat's going down, and Pico is gonna gain experience. Foos is gonna gain experience. Foos is going to grow to level 40. Birdbrain is going to grow to level 40. And Type Null is coming in next. Okay, so Type Null is going to take some Stealth Rocks damage there. Do I use Leech Life here? I forget. Are you part dark or are you just normal? You look visually dark. I don't know if that translates into you actually being dark. Alright, it looks like you are, because that did a lot of damage, and I'm gonna get some HP back from that. Not quite restoring me to where I was before I took that hit. Oh, that's a Zoroark. Yeah, that would do it. That's a dark type. Type Null for real is coming in next. Should I do that again? I guess I'll do that again. Let's see, Leech Life. I'm gonna go faster this time, so I'm gonna get some HP back. You are pure normal, it seems, or at least you're not a type that's weak to this. Crush Claw is going to do a little bit of damage. That's going to reduce my defenses, which is very inconvenient. 80 power, 65 plus stab, so that's going to be about 100 power. 85 power plus stab, so that's going to be like 130 power. We're going to use Darkest Lariat. Alright, so this should outdamage Leech Life by about 2 to 1, something like that. That almost took you down. Crush Claw is going to probably take me down. Yeah. Alright, bye, Pico. Coming in next, Stroon. We're just going to use Extreme Speed and get this over with, is what we're going to do. Coming in next is going to be Stroon. Stroon is going to go and use this to your priority move. And I think that's it for Team Skull Gladion. Type Null is going down. I could use a trip back to the Pokemon Center after this, but we're gonna move on. Alright, so after this, I'm gonna go and evolve Look, and we're gonna have ourselves a Kingdra. That was wrong of me. I shouldn't have dragged you into a meaningless battle like that. Yeah, that's what I was telling you. But I told you both. I told you that Cosmog would bring disaster to all of Alola. I have to get it back from them. We'll leave from the ferry terminal. You're coming with me whether you like it or not. So the only question is, are you ready to come now or not? Alright, so I definitely need to heal after that, and I definitely have some other errands to run. I'll wait for you near the Ula Ula ferry terminal. Don't make me wait too long. Oranguru looked like it wanted to come with, the way that turned around at the end there. Anyway, I'm going to go and, let's see, we can go and do a quick link here, and I'm going to need to go and get my other 3DS. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to need to actually equip the Dragon Scale, aren't I? Hang on. Alright, here we go. We're going to go and equip this to Lokva over here. And we're going to go and establish a trade. If you'll give me a moment. So here we are in Pokemon Sun. I'm just going to go and do the thing where I tap the bottom screen with my finger. This is going to do the quick link. Drago has been found. That's my name. We're going to do on the other 3DS a link trade. We are going to be capturing off the destination 3DS because I want to actually see the evolution. Shedinja, how about you take a turn as trade fodder? So you're going to go and be sent temporarily to my game. Don't remember why I named you Exo. I think it was probably, I assume, short for Exoskeleton, because I thought I was clever when I was like 16. But can't say I really remember. We're going to agree to trade. Alright, yeah. That's the warning. No Pokemon duplication glitches here, sir. Alright, have fun over there, Shedinja. That's another Pokemon that I had fun with in competitive back in the day. And, like, Shedinja is patently terrible, right? And, like, even I'm not good enough at Pokemon to actually make Shedinja useful for things. But it was very fun to troll things with once in a while if you happen to, like, not see any entry hazards on the field. Anyway. What's this? Look, is evolving! Alright, look, Va has evolved into a Kingdra. So that is one part of the operation that I need to do. The next stage of the operation is going to be to trade you back. So let's go and I have a Garchomp right here. I named it after the creator of Epic Battle Fantasy for some reason. I don't know why I did that. Also, I'm gonna have to double check if I actually spelled your name right. Let's go and trade Loke back, and this Shedinja can just go and send you back as well. Alright, so back over here, we have ourselves a new and improved Kingdra, and the last thing that I'm going to need to do is going to be, you know what, alright, so the second to last thing that I'm going to need to do is, I really should go through my TM bag and see if you can learn anything new after evolving, because sometimes that does happen. Let's go and check items, and look through the list here. Anything fun? Alright, nothing. So, the real last thing we need to do, for real this time, is going to be to fly back to Hey City and speak to the name writer. So, our nickname is going to be, who is it? Down here, Lok Va is going to gain a third word of power, and Lok Va is going to be renamed to L-O-K, capital V-A-H, V-A-H I said, please, thank you, capital K-O-O-R. And just like that, from now on, this Pokemon shall be known as Lok Vakor. Clear skies shout. Alright, so the weather is finally, like, getting better outside around me as I record this. It's been a very extremely crummy winter in terms of the, like, I haven't been outside for 2 months thing goes. And it's finally starting to warm up to the point where I can, like, step outside voluntarily. And by that I mean it's, like, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't mean it's, like, you know, well below freezing or anything like that. I'm just 4 times weak to ice, and I don't do these things willingly. And hopefully that's a bit of a good omen of things to come. So we're gonna go and fly back to Melee Town, or, no, it's just one Melee City. Melee was, you know, whatever. What do I want to do? So, how's my team looking? So, level 40, 40, 40, 43, 40, okay, that's actually surprisingly well-rounded, considering how long I had the experience all on. So I think I'll leave Foos out front for a while, just because I feel like it. And, coming up, I think there's going to be a couple more fights in the Ether Foundation, at least if it's anything like original Sun and Moon, because we started fighting people in there around this time. But if I go down here, Gladion. So we're waiting for Hal? We should wait. Okay, I thought one of them said we should just go without him, but no. Alright. Got my hopes up that there was going to be some funny dialogue response, but Gladion doesn't seem like one to joke around. Growing up in the Great Kahuna's shadow and still trying to stand up to Hala as an equal? Not just that, but trying to become even better than Hala too? I couldn't do it. Officer Nanu? If only Team Steel could have kept themselves in their troublemaking to Po-Town. Why'd they have to make all this fuss, huh? You there, boy. I'm an Island Kahuna, you know? Battle against me. It'll be good experience for you if you're really hoping to master the Island Challenge. Okay. I don't remember this, but I'll take your word for it. We're gonna fight. Wait, did I have the option to say no? Is this an optional Kahuna challenge? I feel like it probably isn't. But we're gonna go and fight Officer Nanu. Or Island Kahuna Nanu is now your official title. So, Sableye, are you gonna be a dark type specialist? You can't be Ghost, because we just saw a Ghost a little while ago. I guess you're probably gonna be Dark. Let's let me see. I can't do anything to a Sableye. I'm gonna switch out to Bird Brain, and I guess we'll do the Spikes thing again. I don't know if Sableye has anything that it can really do against the Bird Brain. So, let's see. Like, maybe Shadow Ball, but even then... Alright, so that switch was basically free because all you did is fake out, which... So we're gonna go and use Spikes, and that's gonna be one layer of Spikes and faster. You might have access to Shadow Ball. You do have access to Shadow Ball, which is gonna hit me from the special defense. But even then... Okay, never mind. Critical hit. That did a lot. Let's have... Maybe actually Foos come back, because Foos is gonna be immune to Shadow Ball, because Bulletproof. I could also use my new and improved look for Core over here. Oh, you know what I might do? I might stick the choice specs on you, because I did get those randomly a little while ago. I feel like that wouldn't be a bad idea. I might consider that. But Foos is going to be immune to Shadow Ball, so we'll at least force you to do something else. Unfortunately, this means you'll also be... Your Ghost type will also mean you're immune to my Fighting type moves, which is my strongest attack. But it's a free switch. And I feel like I probably can use... Cross Scissors 80 power, neutral hit. Payback is going to be probably 100 because I'm probably going to go second. Oh no, I'm faster than a Sableye? Wow. Alright, Foos outspeeding something. That's not something that happens too often. What was that? I didn't see what that was. In that case, I guess I'll see if I flinch you with Rock Slide. That did about as much damage as Payback did. Oh, it was Power Gem. Okay. So, I'm immune to Shadow Ball. I take resisted damage from Dark. I don't know if you have any Dark-type moves. You have Fake Out, which isn't eligible on the first turn. And I guess Power Gem is just like your next best move after that. Let's see. This should do about the same amount of damage, but it won't risk missing. Yeah, alright. So we're just going to stay here and stand up to some Power Gems. And after this, one more of these, unless you have some healing items. And you have some healing items. Perfect. Would this be like a good time to use a cross attack or something? I guess if I was going to do that, I probably should have done it at the beginning of the fight. But let's see. I have a cross attack. I guess I'll use that. I'll heal after this. And we can pretend that we're restarting this fight from the beginning. Can Power Gem lower my special defense? I think it can. I probably want to be careful of that over long durations. Actually, I'll take one more of those. And who knows? Maybe if I get lucky, I'll flinch you to death with Rock Slide. Alright, I think one more. No, you're going to use a Power Gem. Alright, I will heal here because I want to see if Foos can stay in and take care of the rest of his team, because Foos is a fighting type. Alright, this will actually call for a Hyper Potion, I think. This will be, what, 80% efficient or so? Which is definitely worth using there over a weaker healing item. So that's going to be another Power Gem. That's going to continue to not really do very much. I'm going to go and use Cross Scissor here. That should be enough to take you down. Alright, critical hit. Don't think I needed it. And there goes Sableye. So I'm going to gain experience, Bird Brain 2, and you're going to send in Krokorok. Alright, so Krokorok I think I can deal with. Oh wait, do you have Intimidate? So that's going to put my attack back down at normal, but that's okay because you are actually weak to Brick Break, and you actually can be hit by Brick Break, unlike Sableye. So Swagger is going to go and raise my attack. That's a little dangerous. Let's see. You hit yourself 4 times in a row the other day. It would be really great if you don't do it now. Alright, good. So Krokorok is going down, no doubt about that. And we're going to grow about halfway to level 41. Persian is your last Pokemon. You're going to take some Spikes damage. Let's go and alright, take a Fake Out. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be a turn counting down on the Confusion. You're going to use Z something here. Black Hole Eclipse. That sounds like a special attack. I thought Persian was more of a physical attacker. And I survived that. Alright, snapped out of Confusion, used Brick Break, and I think this battle probably couldn't have gone any better if I scripted it. Alright, so Persian is going down, Foos is going to grow close to level 41, and you are going to give me money for that. Thank you very much. Alright. So, what do you have to say for yourself? Are you going to give me the Dark Gem now? Well, shoot, of course I already knew you had the heart and the strength to storm Team Skull's stronghold, but I didn't know you were this good. And your Pokemon worked real hard for you, too. Let me fix your team up for you. Alright, that saves me 10 seconds of going back to the Pokemon Center. This is yours. So that's going to be the Dark EMZ, or it's going to have some silly name like that. We're also going to have to learn some silly dance after this, aren't we? Alright, grand trial complete. The font that shows when that text appears looks like a thinner version of the Delfino font, like the Super Mario Sunshine font that I sometimes use in videos. But it's not quite. Anyway, tropical looking font anyway, so you're going to show us how to use that Z power. Gladion doesn't look impressed. There, congratulations or whatever. You're officially finished your Ula Ula trials. You've officially finished your Ula Ula trials. Alright, you got somewhere else to be, don't ya? Try not to destroy the whole place. Oh, and you, boy, Gladion. Tell me, if you're only trying to get stronger as you say, then what are you depending on Team Skull for? Alright, so How's gonna show up, and he's gonna probably use about 7 paragraphs to explain what could be explained in like 2 sentences. Anyway, you're ready to do whatever it takes. I'm glad you think so. Are we gonna set off? Where was Lily taken? It couldn't be Potown. Dragger was there the whole time. You're not quite as dumb as you are naive. It'll be the Aether Paradise. Aether Paradise? Oh, that was fast. Just, faded out and faded back in, and just like that, we were here. Alright, that's a boat with Team Skull on it. Aether Paradise's harbor. We made it this far without running into trouble, but I don't like how quiet it is. You two, stay alert. Why would Lily be here at Aether Paradise? She just will be. This guy. Fine, so what are you gonna do? Should we look around? Looking around sounds like more fun. I guess we take the elevator. You guess? And we're following this guy. He doesn't even have any plan. That's okay, because I got a plan, and that plan is to just, like, beat up anybody I see. So, I do remember this part of the game from original Sun and Moon. You know, links between Lily and the Aether Paradise and what have you. But I think we're going to save the rest of this for next time. So, until then, my name is Dragonite. This has been Pokemon Ultra Moon. Next time, into the Aether Paradise we go. As usual, I don't know if we're going to get through this in one video or if it's going to take several, because I remember this going on for a while in original Pokemon Sun. But who knows, maybe my team is a little bit stronger now than it was then, and we'll be able to get through this a little faster. We'll see. You should all go check out Wizarducks and the Lost Hat, which is one of the games that I like to work on when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Link to the Steam page can be found down below. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.